Welcome back to Houston Life. He started his career as a mechanic in the military, but then soon made his way to Hollywood. And in less than a decade, Army veteran Adrian Lockett has already shared the big screen with stars like Will Ferrell, Kevin Hart, and Terrence Howard. And the rising actor who calls Houston home now joins us with more on his incredible journey. Adrian, welcome to Houston Life. It's so nice to meet you.
I appreciate it, man. It's nice to meet you guys.
Merry Christmas and welcome to Houston, because you're a brand new Houstonian. I understand you moved here about a year ago.
Correct.
Tell us, let's back way up. You're from a place called Butler, Alabama.
Right.
Population about 10,000 people.
Right.
So it's a small town, right?
Small.
Talk about your life, because you had some interesting jobs. I understand you were working really long days, 12 to 16-hour shifts, making tissue paper and paper towels.
Yeah. The company was called Georgia Pacific. It's actually a multi-billion-dollar company, man,
yeah.
And it's actually a great job if you want to build a life and you don't mind going to work every day and coming home. It makes a great life.
Yeah.
I was okay with it at first. It was a dream job, and then 12 and 16 hours, I go in and I work the shift, and I look in the mirror and I was like, man, you're too young to be doing this, you know, like killing yourself 14, 16 hours,
Those are
12
long
hours.
days.
Yeah, and then I go in on my off days sometime, and I ask myself, man, what is it that you really want to do, you know? And I thought about it, and I said, well, I always wanted to be an actor, but I've never seen nobody go before me and do it. So it was always like it couldn't be done. So I was like, okay, I'm making enough money. I'll just take the money and I'll make the mistakes until I figure out how to make it happen, you know? And here I am.
Okay, so that really is incredible. I know along the way you worked as a barber as well.
Yes.
Then you joined the Army. So you were in the Army for a minute. Look at this photo. This is from what, 2009?
Yes.
So about 10 years ago, you had taken this path.
Yeah.
I mean, you talk about the steps that you, thank you for your service, by the way.
Thank you guys.
And the steps that you took to create the life that you wanted. I mean, a lot of people might say, and I'm sorry, you probably get this question all the time, but how did that happen? Did you just pack up and move to LA?
Nah, man, it was actually a lot of prayer involved, man. I prayed about it because I have kids, and my thing is, I don't want to lead them and not be able to lead them, you know? So I'm really going out on a limb trying to figure out like how to make a life for myself, how to make a life for them, how to make a life for my mom and my grandma, because they brought me about. So I got the good job, and I wasn't happy. Like, I was able to do everything that I wanted to do money-wise, but I wasn't happy. So like I said, I prayed about it, and then I seen this older guy. I think he had been there 38 years, and I had been there 2 years. He needed 2 more years to retire, and I asked him, like, why don't you just retire, you know? We obviously had a good relationship, so I could ask him that question. And he said, if I retired now, I wouldn't get all of my benefits, you know?
Yeah.
So that kind of like did something to my soul, because I had only been there 2 years. He had been there 38 years. He needed what I had, and I needed what he had, you know? So I said I couldn't do it. I wasn't going to do it. I wasn't going to settle for it. So I prayed about it and prayed about it, and I opened my Facebook up, and I had seen a guy that I had became friends with that I went to a modeling event with, and he was doing pretty good, and we had got chosen the same day, but I couldn't make the sacrifice he could because I was in the military. So they wouldn't sign me because I was in the military and he wasn't, but so he went on. And it dawned on me right then that this was what I wanted to do. And
you're clearly, I mean, we're seeing some of the photos of your modeling career. Yeah. You clearly are good at what you do.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. From then on, man, like I said, I prayed about it. The day that I was going to quit, I actually got fired from my job. But I had prayed about it first, and 15 minutes before my shift was over, I got laid off. About 3 weeks after that, they gave me a letter of termination, which I signed a non-disclosure that I wouldn't really talk about it. But let's just say it worked out in my favor. And God, if you trust him, you know, here I am, you know, so.
Yeah, it's a sign from the universe, right? So let's talk about some of your roles.
Okay.
This is from Fatal Attraction.
Yep.
I mean, this is one of a number of projects. Mm-hmm. So things worked out. I mean, things started clicking.
Of course.
Talk about some of your favorite roles.
I have to definitely say Get Hard was one of my favorite roles. I was new to the game when I started in Get Hard, and Man, I was working. I had came off a 12-hour shift, and I drove straight to New Orleans for that role right there. I stayed down there 4 days. I slept in my car, actually, all 4 days, took baths at truck stops, and went back to set. And I was trying to find a way to speak in the movie without getting in trouble, you know? I learned a thing in the military, it's called dumb private. Like, if you play dumb and you act like you don't know any better in a position where you're not supposed to know any better, then they'll treat you like you don't know any better. So I spoke out of turn in the movie, and the director later contacted me and said he wished that I would have told somebody because they had to cover my voice up with Will Ferrell's voice. It was when somebody threw a glass down, and we all did some kind of crazy, like, hoo-ah. And we went back on the inside, and he was like, if you would have told me, we could have get you the proper paperwork so that you could have got paid, you know? And then nobody had anything to say about you later, like trying to sue the movie or anything like that. So that kind of like hurt my feelings, but it built me up more. And the next movie that I went into, once again, come off a 12-hour day, drove straight to New Orleans. It was Man Down with Shia LaBeouf. And I got on that set, and my mentality was I came there with nothing, so if I left with nothing, I was fine. I still go back to work, and it'll be cool. The military also taught me to pay strict attention to detail, so when I got on set, they rehearsed it like 3 or 4 times. I found a solid spot where I could say something at, I blurted it out, and then I waited till the whole day went by, and then I told them that I spoke in the movie. I got my SAG contract. They paid me back for the days that I was there, SAG pay instead of background extra pay, and from there, I was a part of the union, and I've been just gassing up ever since, man.
Got the union card. Listen, we're almost out of time. Let's talk about your brand new movie.
Okay. Super Turn it's coming out next year. The release date has been pushed back, so it should be out, I want to say around March sometime maybe. And it's really, I get involved in a lot of street trouble, and then we end up in prison, and then it's amazing. You guys got to see it.
Okay.
You got to see it. I don't want to give it away too much.
Also, Bid for Love, which premieres in 2022. Adrian Lockett, congrats on your rising star, and thanks for stopping by Houston Life.
I appreciate you guys. Take care.
If you would like to connect with Adrian, visit the Scene on Houston Life section of our website, houstonlife.tv. All right, now let's check back in with Joe Sam, who's hanging out at Good Company for their annual